Unbelievable way. This is what it's all come down to. It's just beginning to calm down now from boiling point. Again, not much difference in age. Height advantage for Kenny, reach advantage for Kenny. Now the Kenny that we saw, can he make that pay weight?
He has to, man. That's 8.5 inches of reach that he has to put on Winderson every single time he tries to enter range. That will be the difference in the fight. Can Kenny keep this fight at the distance he can to succeed? And if when you're Winderson, you have to get inside that jab and land big time punches because this crowd is going to eat it alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is brought to you by Kingpin and sponsored by PixBet. This bout is also sanctioned by the ISKA, the supervisor in charge, Paul Nichols, and the timekeeper at the bell, Barry Delaney, and the third man in the ring in charge of the action, referee Tim Isley, and the 3 judges scoring ringside, Troy Houlihan, Connor Doyle, and Jack Joel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to all in attendance in the 3 Arena, Dublin, Ireland, and for the whole world watching live on the Zone, ladies and gentlemen, let's see some thunder! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the yellow and green. His official weight of 169.5 pounds. He has a record of 5 fights, 2 losses, and 3 wins. Hailing from Watford, England, United Kingdom, the member of the Beta Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, King opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black and blue. His official weight of 168 pounds. He's currently undefeated with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 wins. Hailing from the biggest star in Brazil, the multi-talented entertainer, the comedian, actor, rapper, boxer, the iceberg, from Boxe in Brazil, Winderson! Nunes!
Okay guys, on a nice clean fight, okay, we've got the instructions in the changing room, okay, when I say break, break, okay, good luck guys, get ready, okay, come on.
Wait, these stare downs have provided so much information for us, and again, everything you said earlier was shown clearly in that picture. Height and reach advantage must be capitalized on or overcome.
Malcolm, it's moments like these where you define yourself as a main eventer. For King Kenny, he's up against it all. For Winderson, you're here to prove everyone right. Who is going to prove the other one wrong?
Well, the atmosphere was absolutely incredible, and there's still more to come.
Solid jab right away from Kenny. To the body as well. And listen, Winderson will be happy to wear those if he can do that right there. If he can find one and then pull counter, get to where he wants to, and eat up the body, then go upstairs and close.
When discussing this earlier, we said one of the key factors was confidence with Kenny.
Absolutely, you have to be able to establish that this is your ring. Sure, he's a superstar in comedy, and he does some other things, but when it comes to this ring, you own it, you have to. If Winderson gets already the mind games in this first round, you're already half beat.
Sharp work from Kenny to start this round.
And he's talking to Winderson a little bit. He said, yeah, come on. Walk forward. That's what Kenny wants. He wants Winderson to come in over-aggressive so he can counter him.
We mentioned confidence. He's even
waving to the crowd.
Nunes crowd here.
Yeah, he's waving to the crowd. He's living in this moment. You love to see it from Kenny. Look at how he's grown as a fighter, man. And now he's taunting a little bit with his jab. Doubling it up as well. Showing him that backhand. Great head movement from Kenny, and he turns the angle.
We saw the transformation when the win was announced in the man, didn't we? We saw that chest. There was just something about his demeanor that said, watch out for him.
Cross guard as well there from Kenny. Look at that. Now he's playing a lot of games here, and Winderson's happy to oblige it, but at the end of the day, he knows what Winderson has. He's got to take him seriously here. Look at that, parrying the jab.
I think
sticking one in his face as well. Malcolm.
What he's trying to do here is take the sting out of Winderson and the crowd, Wade.
He is. He's playing with him a little bit, man, and this crowd is only going to continue to try to add their guy on, to try to will Winderson into it. But here's the thing, Malcolm, they can't fight for him. And Kenny right now is putting on display with that lead hand. Leaning on the ropes, man.
This kidology is to specifically dampen the atmosphere, to take the sting out of everything that's behind Nunes.
It's not only that, Malcolm, it's to get Nunes right here. It's to get him a little bit more inside, right? Yeah, come forward. Come forward like you want to. Play my game. Kenny is playing his game and mind games with Winderson Nunes because he wants him over aggressive. He wants him to walk forward so he can counter him with something big.
Oh, fascinating stuff here in the opening round. And we talked about confidence being a factor with Kenny. Well, again, the picture tells the whole story here.
Beautiful head movement there. Who is this King Kenny I'm seeing, man? This is beautiful.
If that was an impression, that backward movement and the angle, you're looking at Chris Eubank Sr. when he works back.
It's unbelievable. He's got that right hand triggered and ready too, man. It's not like it's not there. Right now, he's just playing with his food a little bit. He's using that jab with his lead hand, and Winderson right now doesn't have an answer.
He continued the kidology by being right in the middle of the ring before Winderson could get off his stool.
Kenny is so loose right now. I don't think I've ever seen him fight like this. Right hand from Kenny. That hurt him. That hurt Winderson. Man, what a big shot. This is just a star-making performance right now from Kenny. But I will say this, you can't get lax. You cannot allow Winderson to creep his way back into this fight. And Kenny is styling on him right now. But that prey could very much turn to predator if Kenny's not careful. Got to keep on that jab, got to keep working.
It's the variety of the work as well, though, Wes.
Yeah.
Which I think is confusing Winderson. He's...
Huge left hook from King Kenny. Oh my goodness, they told me about this when I went and watched him spar and train. They said his left hook is deadly, and he puts Winderson down with it here in round 2.
It's the variety of the work to set it up, Wade, as well.
This is bad news if you're a Winderson fan. Kenny is here to silence the crowd. He's styling on Winderson here. Can he close the show? Right hand as well.
Dangerous times for Winderson Nunes. King Kenny is on fire.
And I love this patience here from Kenny. He's not looking to rush anything. This fight has come to him the entire time. Why change things now? You're having success fighting your fight. Just because you knock Winderson down doesn't mean you change the game plan. You do exactly what you're doing.
He's playing with him at the moment. That's what he's doing.
Absolutely.
Wade.
Playing with his food, and again, just being patient with the shots.
He's messed with Winderson mentally here, Wade.
That right hand lands there. Winderson can get his legs back. He can make things a little interesting here.
He needs to as well to get the crowd inspired again, to get himself inspired.
That's the biggest point right there, Malcolm. The crowd be damned. He has to get himself back into this fight. Everything that he came in, Kenny just flipped it on its head.
Oh, and he caught him again with the right hand there.
Winderson has to be able to get some confidence back here. Has to, because right now, Kenny is sucking air out of this ring.
You know the frightening thing, Wade? He's doing it genuinely without breaking sweat. It's not like he's going to fold. It's not like he's going to gas. He's not even exerting himself.
Malcolm, when you talk about manifesting a fight, visualizing, I'm sure you talk to your fighters about it. This is what you tell them to think about. Think about landing every exchange. Think about being smooth working there. No effort needed. Nothing forced. That's what Kenny's doing.
You dream of these days.
Absolutely.
Nothing's going wrong for him. Nothing.
again, it's still a fight, right? Round 2, and Winderson's still on his feet. He still has 2 hands, 2 gloves, and he can move forward. If you're Kenny, you keep doing what you're doing, but you have to realize the threat in front of you at all times. Nice right hand there again, and he smiles at Winderson. Maybe you try to get Kenny to bait Kenny into a back and forth here and walk him onto a shot, because as of right now, the shots you're throwing out aren't even coming close.
Winderson has got to stay focused.
He's got to get his head off the center line. He has to.
And he's got to keep his shape. That's
Just an overcommittal there, though. Just an overcommittal to the shot. And again, Kenny, slick, smooth, pivoted out. Got the range separated again. Got to use some head movement here if you're Winderson. And not just the pull right hand. It's got to be off the center, left to right. Jab behind it, right hand behind that. Because this is just food for Kenny. He's picking him apart.
That right almost got through the guard as well. It's at the moment, Winderson he's at totally the wrong range.
Kenny knows exactly where he's at in the ring too. He felt the ropes, just glided away.
At the moment, with no disrespect to him, because we know how he can box, Winderson is like a rabbit in the headlights. I think he's amazed by what Kenny is producing. No one expected this.
Malcolm, it's just so hard because Kenny has now learned how to use his jab, but there's more behind it now. It used to just be a jab from Kenny and defense. Now he's putting combinations behind it, because if you walk into it, you used to be able to walk through it. Now, not so much. You're going to hit the canvas.
He's snapping that jab out accurately. Winderson has been at that range the whole part of this round so far. He's not managed to close the gap. He's not managed to make a dent in Kenny's defense.
And anytime he tries, and you know something that Kenny's doing here to create some variety? He isn't just framing him off with his jab. He says, you want to play the game in close? I'll shoe shine a little bit here, Sugar Ray Leonard-esque, and then come upstairs with a hook.
Oh, the shoulder again.
Now Winderson landed a nice uppercut there off the lead hand. But that shoulder work is there once again from Kenny, to bump and lean out. It's got to be more, though, from Winderson. It can't just be moments. You're down 2 rounds with the knockdown. And Kenny just patient here on the ropes. Great head movement.
He can afford to be at this pace and at this work rate and with the amount he's landing. He's not even exerting himself at the moment. This is the problem for Winderson.
Winderson shakes that one off, but we've already seen what the damage Kenny can do with that lead and backhand. And he's trying to, like you said, he's trying to get Kenny to play the game. He's like, come on, yeah, come forward.
There comes a time, Wade, when nothing else is working. You've got to start thinking about boxing dirty. And what I mean by that is getting inside that range and
100%.
wrapping him up.
100%. Right now, he's letting Kenny bully him a bit. He's talking to him, and Kenny's talking back, but Kenny is just pulling him with the jab. And Winderson's okay to take it. You can't be okay with it. You can't smile and nod. It's got to be more than that.
Step in, get your own shoulder going. Give him a nudge, get your head down into his chest.
Because Kenny can fight at this pace the entire fight.
Exactly,
He can do this all day long. Winderson's not going to find an opening just by tiring Kenny out there. These last 2 rounds for Winderson have to be go for broke. There is no more standing at range and taking jabs, smiling back, and then running right back into it. There has to be some urgency here from Winderson Nunes.
The moment that first jab comes out, Nunes has got to get in there at an angle and work him close. That's what he's got to do, but he's got to do it fast and hard and stay there.
But the reason he can't get there is, again, off of the jab, right? Winderson throws that uppercut, and it's nowhere to be found because he's not anywhere close to Kenny. It's got to be more than just throwing under the jab, because he's getting stuck with it time and time again. And he can't be satisfied here either. This can't be where you win the fight. Head movement, parry shots around. But right now, Kenny is in full control.
The key moments are when they turn, and Winderson allows Kenny to turn without throwing a shot.
Left hook uppercut again there from Kenny, and these are landing clean. The guard is up, but he's getting through. Beautiful. Splits the timing with the jab there. You saw that. He let Winderson relax for just a second, and then he split the timing. I do like the switch up there from Winderson. He tried to go drop step and then run into a southpaw stance with his lead hand forward, but it's not enough to just show it. It's got to be more.
Wade, at the moment, it's the old cliche, the matador and the bull.
Yeah. I like that. I like that step into range left hook.
He's got to, and he's got to stay there.
Yeah.
He's got to stop boxing, and start fighting Kenny.
Yeah. Because right here, where Kenny can just tee off with that jab and smile at him, it's not going to be enough. And his corner knows it. They're screaming for it. They're like, you got to break that range. You have to get in there.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard, man. We're commentating. The corner's on the outside in the fight. I wouldn't want to be standing in front of that jab from Kenny either, because I'm sure he knows he needs to get there, but it's just an impossible task right now. There's a nice left hand to the body there from Winderson. But Kenny with the three-punch combo to answer. And Winderson saying, hey, you're not hurting me. That's a nice double left hook there from Winderson.
It's moments. It's got to be consistent. He's got to keep his foot on the gas. He's got to ask questions, Kenny. He hasn't taken him out of his comfort zone. He hasn't broken his rhythm.
Nope. Not once. Not once has he hurt Kenny. Not once has he got him off his game plan. Around the guard, Kenny goes with the right hand. To the body, uppercut. Anything and everything Kenny wants right now, he has it.
I hate to say it in a bout so important with so much at stake, but Kenny's turning it into a sparring session.
At this point, he's relaxed. He knows what Winderson has. Winderson hasn't showed him anything new since the first round. Kenny has read it, downloaded, and now he's attacking consistently, doing whatever he wants. That's beautiful work from Kenny again. Leans on it, makes him think that pressure's there, slides away.
Three-punch combination to follow.
They were super, and look at Daly Perales. Kenny is, for all intents and purposes, got 4 rounds in the bank, and Daly is screaming at him like he's down 4. That's the mark of a good coach, not letting his fighter rest on his laurels for this 5th and final. Instead, it's time to close the show.
Winderson's got to stay in the pocket and he's got to fire away. I can't see it because Kenny's got so much more still left in the tank.
Absolutely, and he's showing it right here to start the round.
He could do 10 rounds on this form.
At this pace, with his jab, I don't disagree. He could be just like this for the next 5 if he wanted to. And Winderson's just not showing him enough in the lead, man. He's throwing one shot at a time. And now Kenny's pushing him with both hands. Just pushing him around. The referee's warning him about it with the open hand, but still.
He doesn't care.
He's just whatever.
There's no need to worry.
There's a short left hook there from Winderson.
That's where he needed to be 2 rounds ago.
Yeah. And again, good body work from Kenny, not just to land to the body, but that shoulder, digging it into his sternum. Just touching him right now. It's a touch spar.
It's a pity, Pat. It's a sparring session. He's had harder sparring in the build-up to this fight, I'm telling you.
So far, I could agree 100%. And again, it's just the same thing. Look at that. Beautiful. Way to close the range from Kenny. Using his shoulder to block any of those jabs or lead hands incoming and the backhand behind it.
Wade, it's as simple as this. It's not a script Winderson would ever have read in any shape or form.
Not at all. And if it was a script, I mean, let's be honest, the people in the stands, the fans, they all were behind Winderson, and Kenny said, that's cool.
Yeah.
I decided to not show up for acting class today. I didn't get any script. I'm here to flip the entire movie on its head. And that's what he's done throughout all 5 rounds. Beautiful work. Multi-punch combos from Kenny, and he punctuates it at the end. And again, to the body. Fighting in the phone booth with Winderson Nunes here, putting the pressure on him as the time runs out.
Wait, I can't stress the dominance of this performance.
Oh my goodness.
The total domination of this performance has been scary.
It's unbelievable, the evolution we're seeing Kenny go through right in front of our eyes. Stepping into range, just playing with his food, uppercuts, just whatever he wants. He's loose. No defense because he doesn't need it. He is styling on Winderson Nunes, cross guard, stomping into range, uppercut again.
It's beautiful.
This might be the best performance I've seen in influencer boxing. I'm not even joking with you. Look at the head movement. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. King
What am I
Kenny.
seeing right now? This is...
Well, you're watching the King.
I'm truly watching a man that is wearing the crown. This is a performance for the ages in influencer boxing. This is a where were you moment in our scene, because I'm telling you right now, King Kenny's gone to a different level. He's gone to a different level, Malcolm.
Well, a 5-round shutout is an understatement.
Wow.
What a performance. Look at the corner. They know that is the performance of the night.
Performance of the night, Malcolm. Performance of a lifetime for King Kenny.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. All three judges scored about 50 to 44. And your winner by unanimous decision, King Kenny!
Hold on 1 second, Kenny. I'm gonna let the meeting I am here with your winner, King Kenny. I'm a commentator, Kenny. My job is to put into words for the fans what I just saw. And I can't do it, so I'm gonna let you try. That was the greatest performance I've ever seen in influencer boxing. So talk to me about what I just saw.
I mean, we put in so much hard work into the camp, but first and foremost, I want to say thank God to everything. He helped me through this camp, physically and mentally. Second of all, I want to say thank you to Winderson for giving me this opportunity. He's a hell of a fighter. Give it up for Winderson, please. He's a hell of a fighter. And I just want to say love to Brazil for coming out. You guys have got amazing energy. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Kenny, from round one, it was apparent we were getting an evolution that I had never seen, that I didn't know we could see. You were marching in place, styling and profiling, uppercuts. Who is this guy, man? King Kenny. Yeah. You're on to the finals now, but I want to talk about this fight before. What was the moment you knew you had it in the bag?
Honestly, round one, I landed my jab so easy, so clean. And from then on, you know, in boxing, the jab is the most important punch in the game. And from the jab, I was able to work everything off that. And I've got to say, it wasn't easy because he just kept coming forward. He's like the fucking Terminator. He just kept eating my punches. But he was a great fight, and I'm happy everyone was entertained by the fight tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Honestly, love.
Entertaining is an understatement. That was a lifetime performance, but the journey's not over. And like you said, that jab will take you around the world. It's taken you to the Kingpin finals. And I heard the chirps as the fight ended. I heard, where's Gib? Where is Gib? Kenny, where is he?
Little Gibber, where you at? Where are you, Gib? Where is he?
I don't know if he's even here, but he's gonna see you soon. What's your last message for your finals opponent?
Sorry, say that again. I can hear you.
I said, what is your last message for your finals opponent? He may not be here now, but he'll see you soon.
Be ready, little Gibber. I'm coming for you.
There he is, folks, your winner. Moving on to the Kingpin finals, King Kenny. I am here with Winderson Nunes, a warrior in this ring. You came out tonight. It didn't go your way, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk to all these fans that came out to support you, what it meant to you for them to be here tonight.
Winderson Nunes, hoje não foi seu dia, mas queria te dar uma oportunidade para mandar uma mensagem para todos os fãs que vieram aqui te assistir.
Os brasileiros na casa, obrigado por terem vindo. Thank you to every Irish people in the house. Thank you, thank you. Eu queria participar desse campeonato porque pra mim é muito legal. Não é a primeira vez que eu apanho, então eu já estou acostumado. Hoje eu conversei com Deus e eu falei, Deus, eu sei que a gente aprende muito com o fracasso, mas hoje eu não queria que fosse o dia de fracassar, mas nem tudo é como a gente quer, né? É aí que a gente testa o nosso estoicismo para ver se a gente fica feliz sobre todo momento que a gente passa na vida. Hoje eu sei que eu saio daqui muito mais forte do que eu entrei. Antes de vir pra cá, a gente fez uma oração em casa. E nessa oração eu falei, porra, velho, que legal, independente do resultado de hoje, eu passei, acho que um dos meses mais felizes dos últimos anos com a minha galera, num momento de fraternidade, todo mundo se ajudando, todo mundo lutando pela mesma parada. Que legal, tô muito feliz. Queria agradecer a todo mundo que tá aqui hoje. Vocês fazem essa festa ficar muito mais bonita. Assim fica mais bonito quando tá cheio de gente. Fica muito mais legal. E eu espero daqui uns dias voltar pra fazer um show de humor aqui pra vocês. Aqui, nesse lugar. Obrigado por terem vindo de verdade. Agora eu vou curtir Vou tomar uma cachaça, vou fumar vou ficar de boa. Que é hora de curtir. Valeu, galera. Tamo junto. Obrigado.
Hey guys, thanks everybody for coming. You know, I was speaking to God before I came here. I know life is about successes and failures, but for me, I talk to God and say, God, please don't make this night a failure, but it's not always the way you want it to go. But no matter the outcome, I was talking to my team back in the house we're staying. This was one of the happiest months of my life, you know, just everything that we've been through here. I really wanted to take part in this tournament. I really love this. This is so cool. And all the Brazilians in the house, you make the party so much prettier. So thank you so much for coming. And I can promise you that anytime soon I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do my comedy show right here in this arena. So thanks all for coming. I'm gonna see you soon. Now I just wanna drink something, smoke some weed, and let's go.
There it is, folks. One half of the semifinal. Didn't go his way, but I'm sure we'll see him soon. It was a pleasure, Winderson. Thank you. And King Kenny moving on to the Kingpin Finals.